This fucking German lady. Hey, best tennis player. What's going on over here again? This German lady really getting on your case again, or what? King Camillo live once again from the Garden State. It is the Garden State, the state of the Jersey tomato, and the state of all that is good. That's the Garden State, the state of the king, right here. German lady. I haven't even seen the German lady. Best tennis player. I don't know what her problem is with you. Obviously, she has some kind of serious problems. Her mental condition goes further than I even realize. It's out there. She, beginning of the end of German lady was when she turned on me, and best tennis player. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it happened. Um, and it's just a terrible, terrible experience that you had to go through. Um, I, on the other hand, and the great noodles are going to go out partying, and we're going to go to the Bronx. We're going to do some partying in the Bronx and pick up some women and look for the crab. In fact, I'm trying to get Noodles to come down over here and pick up some hoes around over here in my southern New Jersey area. That's what I want him to do. She's certified insane. I don't know. I went through a period with the German lady where she attacked me for a solid month over talking to the elf over the court case, and for a solid month, this German lady was on the attack, and it wasn't very pretty, and the German lady indeed attacked me. Um, she dug her claws into me, and it wasn't pretty. And I know what you're going through, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. This tennis player. She said you're a very terrible woman, and so that's that. back to this trip that we're going to go on. Yeah, I'm really, really glad Noodles doesn't feel a thing with the breakup between him and Seasons. Noodles doesn't feel a thing. It's so refreshing not to hear Noodles and them fighting anymore. Time to move on, and it's so refreshing and all that. I mean, very refreshing, very, very refreshing. I have long talks with Noodles. We're on the phone maybe an hour a day, and I tell him how he makes the right choice breaking up, and it's what's best for him. And I tell him stay away from MJ, stay away from Seasons, and just leave these terrible, terrible people alone because all they did was bring you down the whole time. And don't forget, MJ was in the middle of it, stirring a lot of stuff up, going back and forth, talking to Noodles behind the scenes on Seasons, and MJ told Noodles terrible, terrible things that Seasons had said and done, and she played both sides of it and all that, and it's something I don't really want to get involved in between. But I just know how evil this MJ can be. She's a very, very wicked, evil Jew. Very, very evil, wicked. She works at she supposedly works as a bartender. The bartenders give a lot of head underneath the counter. How you could never trust a bartender. All the guys over there that go in drunk, and she's over there sucking and fucking them over there on the side. MJ with her freaking hat on backwards and her boyish kind of look. It's terrible. She has zero charisma, zero charisma. So I am so glad they broke up, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy for Noodles. He's been on the phone with this woman. He's on the phone with her now. He's happy. I'm finally seeing him that he's getting off YouTube a little bit and spending more time with this woman, and that's what he needs to do. Hopefully, he'll have a family and have kids, and he'll have a couple kiddos running around, and maybe he'll even like settle down. Why would her religion matter? You can't trust people like that. Lolly was a Jew. They have a certain way about them. They're very, very, very suspicious of everybody. They're just very suspicious. And if you want that wrench, you better just mind your tongue. I'll kick your ass right out of here, Dorian Gray. I don't even know how you got a wrench. But make no mistake, Avoid wants me. Avoid who? I don't know Avoid. Avoid who's Avoid? But it's so, so refreshing that Noodles found somebody else and he got away. He escaped her. She said on Carolyn's Live. She said what? What did she say? Avoid has sex with the wildebeest. She don't want me. She wants a woman. She's with the wildebeest. Avoid is in love with the wildebeest. Okay. Now, right now, her name is Sarah the wildebeest. A very, very ugly, ugly looking, freaking ugly, raunchy looking woman. If you call her a woman, that's who Avoid loves. Avoid is insane. Yeah, she'll like to put a dagger in my back. That's what she like to do. Anyway, it's so great that Noodles got away from this he escaped this terrible, terrible person named Seasons. It's just great that he got away from her, and I'm so happy for him. And I don't even want him with this woman too much. I want him to go out and have fun. So is PDX. So is PDX what, Dorian Gray? Be right back. Karen C. The Real McCoy. Well, did you see a picture of a Voight that PDX has? That's disgusting looking. Dressed up in a bikini and all that. That's disgusting looking, man. But I told Noodles, I said, MJ, and I said, I've been dealing with MJ for a long time, and I know her personality. She's a bartender. She's a sleaze. You know she's over there messing with 5 or 6 guys. I mean, Seasons is the lowest form of humanity I think I ever seen. The lowest wasted life. Um, she's just terrible, terrible, terrible person. So fuck you, Seasons. I hate the Seasons. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, karma came back and bit her in the ass. She'll be a lonely old woman with nobody. The 300-pound girth. I thought you liked MJ. I don't like MJ. I don't like these people. I don't like these people, and I don't like these people. Dorian Gray. She's a fucking weirdo. She looks like a boy. Would you like a boy, MJ? I mean, Dorian. Would you like a boy? Somebody that looks like a boy. PDX is at least 275 pounds. Best tennis player. Is this season's thing scripted with you and Dave? Well, Noodles is with both of them. See, Seasons agreed she don't care if Dave cheats, that she'll still go over and have sex with Dave. So Seasons has to accept. She has to accept that Noodles is going to go around with other women, but Seasons says, "I'll be right there anyway." So Seasons is with Noodles, but on Noodles' terms. Dorian Gray. Seasons is in contact with Noodles, but it's on Noodles' terms. Like Noodles, the deal is Noodles can go around and screw whoever he wants, but Seasons has to just sit there and be loyal to Noodles. So he got her right where she wants. Of course, there's not a day that don't go by when Seasons don't call him up. Oh, Dave, I still love you, Davey. Oh, I still love you, and I still want to be with you. It's okay. I'll accept it. I'll accept you have other girlfriends, but as long as I can be a part of your life, I'll accept it. So yes, Dorian Gray, they're in contact. Why do you think she's all joyy and happy right now? You know what I mean, and not upset. She got her fix. She got her hour in of talking to Noodles. Let's see. Of course it's scripted, Dorian Gray. You think this is real? How dumb are you, Dorian Gray, to really think that they're not talking? Are you out of your mind? Seasons couldn't go a day without talking to him. She would kill herself. Of course, this is scripted. This tennis player, how dumb are these people to believe that it's real? She's playing it up for views. Of course, Dorian Gray. How dumb do you think this is? It's seasons has how you're not that dumb, Dorian Gray, are you, to think that this is for real? I have inside information. It's all scripted. They're not broken up. There is no other girl. It's all a big script for views for seasons. It's all these simps. I look at them all. They're all thinking it's real. Aren't they dumb? They are just so stupid. The whole thing was a big script. Okay, I can't help it. I have to admit the truth. If Seasons had sex with Noodles, she better be on top. No way is safe for Noodles to be on top of her. Can you imagine Seasons on the top of everybody? That girth of her just covering your whole body, the big fat girth of her bottom. Noodles and Seasons were talking earlier today. She's happy as a lark. Of course, there's no other girl. Imagine a 23-year-old being interested in Noodles. But imagine that you actually thought it was real, that there's a 23-year-old girl running around every year, and that they broke up. They can't break up. Don't you understand it? They have this sick fantasy between them both. No one believes his Noodles is getting any girl older than that fat Seasons. They both are the best they can get. Best tennis player. That's exactly right. That's the best Seasons can get, and that's the best. Unfortunately, it's the best Noodles can get. Can you imagine Bergs on top of someone? I can't imagine that, Dorian Gray. I can imagine somebody being. Can you imagine that fat fuck Bergs being on top of anybody? What a sick, contorted person that is. What a catastrophe. I can't believe the dumb Seasons has you all fooled over there. That's what I know. No, but Noodles will be the same size in about a year if he's still alive. The Jolly Bergs actually believes that they broke up and he has a chance with her. That's what's funny. I can't play it any longer. I have to. I can't do it any longer. It's scripted, dude. It's scripted. The whole thing is a script. It's a script, and Seasons is taking you all for a ride. But Noodles is yeah, yeah. I mean, it's hate PDX, unwrenched mama too. That's sad for both Seasons and Dave. Such high school baby games. Moose was the worst actor of all time. He blew the whole act. Yes. It's all work. Do you believe what you can't see? Where is this girl? Where's this fantasy girl at? Seasons isn't even upset. It's all an act, man. But I mean, the mentality of the seasons, though, you're not even monetized. You lost your monetization because you suck. You stink. But I really wish that they were broken up. But I would love Noodles for real life to have really dumped her because that way she would probably end herself, and that would have been funny for me. I would have loved it. I would have loved it. I don't like scripted stuff, man. I like to I like to be truthful about things and come from the hip about it. PDX is a panel killer that never has any idea what's going on. Boy, there's a lot of PDX's haters in here today, man. Well, she can't be that much of a panel killer. She had 50 people in the box talking about a Voight. A Voight's afraid to show her face up around here, that's for sure. A Voight is afraid to show her face. She hangs around with that loser Corey. I never seen so many losers in one place. This Corey is a real friggin' loser, man. At his age, don't even have a place to live. What a loser. These people are losers, man. The scriptwriter needs to be fired. Same episode for 4 years. 4 fucking years. What appeases me is people like Tony Stark, they actually believe this stuff. They actually believe this stuff. Seasons is making a fool out of everybody up there, thinking they broken up and all that. They didn't break up. Their views were sinking, so they had to come up with something new. Tony Stark is mentally deranged. I'm beginning to think so, British babe. I really am. I really am believing to think he's mentally deranged. Something's going on. And the elevator's not going all the way up to the top floor. I'll tell you one thing that's not going to be scripted. Anything I do is not scripted, and I am going to the Bronx. I am going to the Bronx on a hunt for the crab. With I need Noodles to help me do it though. Noodles is going to be driving me around to the Bronx. But I am going to with Noodles' help. I am going to the Bronx. That's for real. That's not a show. That's not pretend. I don't do this pretending breaking up stuff and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't do scripted stuff. Noodles would stop you from beating up the crab. I know he would. He wouldn't be able to stop me. I'll tell you that. He'll say, John, 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 John. No, 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 John, John, John. And I'll say, Noodles, stay out of this. Camilo Bot. I know what Noodles will do. He'd say, John, John, no, John, no, John, no, John. And I'll say, Noodles, stay out of this. And I'll pounce on that crab and I'll pistol whip him. When Noodles comes face to face with someone, he acts like a pussy. He talks online. That's it. Keyboard warrior pussy. I am going to New Jersey, and I'm gonna go to the Bronx, and I'm gonna go look for a crab. That's what I'm doing. And Noodles is going to chauffeur me around. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, but have you ever seen the crab? He's a very ugly man. I've seen him before. He's a very, very ugly man. Very ugly. But the gall, these people who they fake for seasons of fake, seasons of slapping everybody in the face right now, faking this breakup, and it's going to last maybe another 3 days, 3 to 5 days, and are going to get back together and act like, oh, well, we're back together now, and it's back to stage one. And you know what's going to happen? Seasons is going to lose all credibility once again, for real. The fake asylum. What if Noodles introduces you to one of his gay friends and he gets the wrong idea about you and tries to make a move on you? I'll kill him. British babe, I'll kill him. Next question. But the gall of this woman to try to insult everybody's intelligence, thinking they actually broke up. The gall of that is beyond belief. No, British babe. No, I would not. No, wait. I've always been wanting to have sex with me for a year, 3 years. So, how many of you people actually bought that Noodles has a girlfriend, a 23-year-old girlfriend? How many of you people actually bought that line? You actually believe that? If anybody knows the story, I know it. And for seasons to make any kind of clout of a fake story like that is wrong. It's just wrong. It's wrong to try to convince people that something's going on that's not. Why do you think she's so happy and gibberish? Nobody bought it but except seasons. Does that look like a disdained woman to you that's heartbroken? It's only been a couple days. You believe you think that's a disdained, heartbroken woman? She's on the phone texting this guy daily. But it doesn't change the fact. You know what the fact is? They have a lousy relationship. They have a lousy, go nowhere relationship in real life. That's true. That's true that they're unhappy with each other. But breaking up, they can't. They're unable to break up with each other. The only one that bought this hook, line, and sinker is Bergs, who I had to block. I told him I don't want him texting me anymore. He's a loser. He's not attracted to women, and Seasons is a bisexual. Seasons is a bisexual who's attracted to Bunny Cha Cha, MJ. They had sex together. Bunny Cha Cha, MJ, and a few others. I think Mel's Bells. I do real things with noodles, like go into the Bronx. That's a real event that everybody will see. If you don't see it, assume it's not real. Do you know what I mean? As a rule of thumb, if you don't see it, don't believe it. Do you see anybody with a 23-year-old girl? Do you see that? I mean, I would be proud and I would be filming everything if I seen that. I don't see that. If you don't see it, you don't believe it. Do you see seasons? Did you really see tears coming down her face? No, you heard this. I can't believe he did it to me. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm so in love. I was so in love and it happened to me like that. It was so in love. That's what you heard. Anybody can act like they're crying. Did you actually see it? Did you see her cammed up with tears going down her face? Like when Lolly was sick and I was crying and tears were going down my face. Did you actually see it? No. Anybody can pretend like they're crying on here without seeing it. She sees it, she did this. Oh no, I still love him. It's so good. And see how she was building him up with lies. Oh, he took me here and he took me there. It was all a lie. The whole thing is scripted. The whole thing is scripted. The fact they were on the phone today makes me even. I know it's scripted. She put on a show, man. She wasn't really crying. I'm so sick. I love him so. I can't believe it. I mean, I still care for that guy. Uh, I still care. I mean, come on, man. Give me a fucking break. Are you people that dumb? Really? I'm not trying to be ignorant or narcissistic, but are you people that dumb to really believe this fucking wives' tale? Unless you see it, do not believe it. Unless you see it, don't believe it. Only here could you hear the truth. I don't script this shit, and I tell it like it is. I tell the truth like it is. And that orca whale does it for views. You'll find out. You'll all find out. Get out of here. You'll all find out, folks. You'll all find out. Somebody don't like the fact that I'm giving it out. The truth. For you people to go over there and listen to this absolute nonsense about a breakup that didn't happen is beyond me. Why you wouldn't want to do that, I don't know. I mean, to the orca whale. Capital ORCA whale. There's no other way to describe it. I mean, she hides. She hides behind the avatar. She has to hide behind the avatar to unveil her fat, very obese stuff. You can't go over there and eat French fries and hamburgers and come out skinny. You can't do it on a daily basis like that. Berg, Seasons, they are very obese people. And one thing they both have in common is fast food. They love their fast food. Now, a Voight, she loves eating pussy. That's a problem with a Voight. A Voight loves eating pussy. I got to check my block list. Let me take these earphones out, at least one of them. I'm getting tired again. It's scripted, man. I don't believe anything I hear on YouTube. I think 90% of y'all are nuts. I do this for entertainment. I get amused. It amuses me the fact that you people are so gullible, if you want to know the truth. You're all so gullible, and I'm over here because I get amused by it, you know? Friends. I don't have any friends on YouTube. I don't like anybody really on YouTube. I don't like Dave 25. He's just a pawn in the game, Dave 25. I like to toy with him. I don't trust anybody on YouTube. I just don't. I go on Facebook. I go on a. I tried to go on a dating Facebook website, and there's like 10 women that I could go out with right now, but they're not good looking. Why do I want to go out with dogs? If I want a dog, I could go out with somebody on YouTube, right? There's like 10 women on Facebook Marketplace, right? Not Marketplace, Facebook dating. There's like 10 women right there right now that been trying to contact me. I put my profile and all that out there on Facebook dating. But man, I'll tell you, if I want a fugly woman, I might as well not be with anybody, right? They're fugly. That live locally around here that answered me on Facebook dating, and there's like 10 of them. But like I said, if I want a 300, why would a King Camilla want a woman that weighs more than him? Why would a John Camillo want to date a woman that's uglier and fatter than he is? Does that make any sense? The goal of somebody even attempting to to think that I would do that on Facebook dating is beyond me. Plus, they're all looking to get married and all that kind of crap. You know what I mean? I ain't looking to get married. What the fuck? But there's a slew of them over there. It just don't make any sense why I would want to go out with somebody that's uglier than me. Not that I'm ugly, but why would I want to go out with somebody that that if I'm more handsome than if I'm more better looking than a girl, something's wrong. I mean, I don't pick them out over there on Facebook dating. I didn't pick them out. Like it says, the ones you pick out. I mean, they picked me out or whatever, you know. But why the fuck would I want to go out with somebody that weighs more than me and that I'm prettier than? Something tells me Avoid has really bad teeth. Well, as long as she leaves me alone, it's good, I guess. I mean, Steve, as long as she leaves me alone and she don't bother me and don't talk about me, that's all I care about with Avoid. It took me a long time to get away from her. The girls on the dating app would treat you like a king. Again, why would I want to waste my time? I wouldn't want to be on seen on public with them women that are on there. Don't you understand? I don't go out with women that are older looking than me. If they're older looking than me, uglier than me, and fatter than me, why the fuck would I want that? They're below me. Don't you understand? Lolly hasn't even been going a month. I mean, come on. I got unsettled business around here to take care of before I even attempt to go out again. But I'll tell you what, when I go out with a woman in real, I'm going to show it live. I'm not going to do one of these ones talk about it. You're going to see it. I'm going to have it filmed. I'm going to film it live when I go out with somebody or when I go out or whatever. If you don't see it, it don't exist. Remember that. You'll see. If I get a woman and she's like local or whatever, if I find a local woman, you're going to find out. You're going to see it. I'll show you the kind of women I go out with. And it's nothing like what these guys go out with, man. It'll be nothing like the orca whale, trust me. Nothing like the orca whale. Nothing like the avoids in the orca whale, that's for sure. We don't even know who an avoid looks like, you know what I mean? Everybody says avoid, avoid. We don't even know what she looks like. She can't be that good looking. Her personality sucks. Yeah, there's still dime pieces out there. You're right, Steve Azera. I don't care about age, but I mean they got to be thinner than me a little bit, right? I mean they can't be built like me, and they can't be ugly. I don't even care much about the weight thing, but if they're ugly, man, I can't, man. I can't deal with ugly looking women in the face. The weight thing isn't that bad. That doesn't bother me too much. It's the ugliness, you know. If they have an ugly looking face, man, that's all that it'll take. And they have to have a good attitude, you know. They can't be slushes. I mean, ugly. You can't. You can't work around ugly, Steve. You can't work around ugly. If you're gonna look at that face every day, man, that'll kill you. That'll kill you, looking at that ugly face every day. And I'm not paying no dating site. That's for damn sure. I'm not going to give a nickel. Facebook dating's for free. So for fun and games, I do it. But all I see is ugly so far. You know what I mean? And I don't want no whores either. No fucking whores. No fucking whores that sucked a bunch of dicks. If I know about it, that's all I have to do is know about it. That's fucking. No whores and no ugly. The weight doesn't bother me too much. In fact, it doesn't affect me too much at all. I mean, look at Nicolina 777, how fat she is, and I don't think she's bad looking. No alcoholics, nobody that drinks and smokes cigarettes. No smoking cigarettes in front of me, at least. No alcoholics. Nobody that lives home with mommy. No homosexuals. Oh, when I did get a little bit of money from Lolly, it's not much, but it's something. So fuck you, Seasons, and fuck you, MJ. And once it's in my hands, then I'll talk about it. And Lolly would. I'd still be with Lolly if she didn't die. That's the whole thing. See, Lolly and I would still be together right now if she didn't die. I have no choice in it. The difference is we didn't break up. We would never broke up. I have no choice in what happened. That's the difference. You people have choices where you fuck each other over all the time. You know what I mean? And you just don't love each other. You break up, get back, script stuff. But if you're involved in a relationship, why not show it on camera? I mean, I'm going to show mine. It'll happen sooner or later. I haven't even attempted to even try to have any kind of fucking find anybody really because of. I mean, I might go out this Thursday, and I might go to a club this Thursday. I don't know if I feel like it, and then I'll film it, but I can't have sound because I'll get struck. I'll film it though. I'll film live. In fact, I could make a whole nother show on this. It's called Finding a Date Live. What do you think, folks? Where I actually go out and hunt for a date live on stream and either get rejected or succeed. But I'll do it live. Everything will be live. Because I want a woman I can hold and touch and feel. On YouTube, you don't get that. Anyway, you think I would go another no more fucking, But then again, do you really want to get involved with somebody like that? Then what? Then you got to have all your time with them and all that, and you know what I mean. And then dating somebody is going to cost money. You know what I mean. You got to take them out. You got to fucking take them here and there. It's an expense. I mean, does a person really want to get involved with expenses like that? Like, see, dating on YouTube is a cheap relationship. You don't have to take them anywhere. See, a bunch of bums like Mark Terry and them other people out there. That's why they like this long distance relationships because they don't have to spend any money. They could just sit there and just phone bone or whatever the hell they do, and they get off or whatever. There's no taking out. See, Lolly, I used to buy her stuff. I used to buy her stuff and send her flowers, candy, cheesecakes, you name it, through the mail and everything. I mean, I spent money on Lolly. And it's a shame. But I mean, the highlight of seasons is faking relationships and getting back and all that. I mean, we're talking about bums that just sit around and drink in cars, and this is their life. I'm not going to be this way another fucking 2 years. You'll see that. I'm gonna have a real life relationship that somebody that's not involved with YouTube and has a life. I'm not going to be like these other people another fucking 5 years like these people are headed. And you have to admit, who would want seasons in real life? Who locally would want seasons or the flounder or Barbie girl in real life? Who would want these people? Nobody. They have nothing to offer. What does seasons have to offer anybody? What does seasons have to offer? Please give me one fucking answer what seasons has to offer anybody in real life. One answer. That's all I want. One thing. You give me one thing that Seasons has to offer anybody in real life. I want to know. And I don't mean sex. What does she have to offer anybody? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. She's a bum. Seasons, you're a bum. What do you have to offer a guy, Seasons? That's why you always be stuck with noodles and that's it. And that's why you have to crawl back with your tail between your legs because you have nothing to offer anybody. You have to take whatever and just accept it. What does MJ have to offer anybody? A married woman running around trying to pick up other guys that works at a bar, a crummy bar, a local corner bar, serving alcohol. What does she have to offer anybody? What does Seasons have to offer? What does Barbie Girl have to offer anybody? Running around with a half dozen guys, an alcoholic that binge drinks under the table. I mean, what do they have to offer? Don't look at me like I'm the fucking bad guy, you know? I mean, that I'm hard on somebody when they go around acting like there's somebody they're not, you know what I mean? These are nobodies. Lolly had money, she had a house, she had an education, she wasn't tied with kids. Lolly left me money. Lolly had cars. Lolly had things. Lolly had something to offer somebody, see. She had something to offer. She had things to offer. What are these other That's why they were so jealous of her. What did they ever have? Lolly was addicted to YouTube. That was her downfall, but she had a lot of things to offer. She had an education. She had more of an education than MJ, Seasons, and Avoid, and the rest of them will ever have in her, wrapped up in one. Lolly will be a tough one to beat because Lolly had so much to offer. She was such a, she was an established person. She was a business person. And if you think I would be on here all the time when I found somebody in person, if you think I'd be on this thing all the time, that's crazy. That's just crazy talk. I'd be out getting laid. I wouldn't be on this thing all the time doing that. On this, why would I want to be on YouTube all the time? I'd be out having fun. But Lolly had things to offer somebody. See, she had money. She had her own place. She had her own vehicles. She had property. She had a lot of things. Unfortunately, she got roped into a bunch of losers and couldn't get out of it for some reason. She was so much better than Seasons and MJ and all these other people out there. So much more to offer, but I still don't know. I haven't heard nobody's telling me what Seasons has to offer anybody. What does she have to offer? Nobody's asking the questions that I'm asking. What does Seasons or MJ have to offer anybody? What also does Barbie Girl have to offer anybody? Or Avoid? What does Avoid have to offer anybody? As a matter of fact, we can go down the line about all these women out here on YouTube, and what do they have to offer? Sex? What does Mark Terry have to offer anybody? What does Corey have to offer anybody? What does Bergs have to offer anybody? What a bunch of losers, losers. What does a Boyd have to offer anybody? Nothing. The Boyd actually has nothing to offer. Uh, And Dave 25, you think YouTube is like your Dave 25 really thinks YouTube's like a career for him. Is he out of his fucking tree? Any comments? Oh man. Bergs, everybody's moving on and everybody's going to move on and find somebody else and find somebody new. And you're still going to be there without a woman the rest of your life. How does that make you feel, Bergs? I've been 1 month without anybody. I'm going to find somebody, Bergs. And you're still going to be left with nobody. And don't get me wrong, I pick who I want to pick. I could find somebody tomorrow, but I don't like them. I don't want an ugly woman, Bergs. I could find somebody right now. I'm looking for somebody that's stable, that has a little bit of something. And yes, Bergs, Lolly did leave me a little bit of money, and I'm not saying how much. It's not much, but I'll tell you what, it's more than you'll ever get from any woman. I'll tell you that. God bless her heart. Lolly did leave me some money. Lolly did leave me some money.